Controlling your diabetes requires a careful balance of lifestyle habits, including eating right, exercising, and taking your proper medications. But it can be tricky to navigate proper nutrition, especially with foods that sound healthy but can actually wreak havoc on your blood sugar and overall health, such as some of the below foods diabetes should avoid. Top 10 worst food for diabetics. Number 1. Fruit smoothies. Sure, it seems healthy, but a pulverized low-fiber smoothie made primarily of fruit tops are a list of foods of diabetics should avoid. Smoothies can be large whacks of carbs and sugar, especially if there is no protein or healthy fat that acts similarly to fiber to slow down digestion and prevent blood sugar from spiking. French fries. It's not that you cannot eat potatoes, you just have to be cognizant of how they are prepared and how much you consume. French fries, for example, are no-go. Fried foods are high in simple carbs and fat, which is a tough combination for diabetics. It will rise blood sugar quickly and keep it high for a long time because the fat takes a while to digest. Dried fruits. Don't be fooled. Yes, these sweet treats are produced by nature, but they sure are not innocent. Real fruit contain nutrients like water and fiber, which both help to fill you up. When dried, these sweet and chewy snacks can carry anywhere between 34 and 74 grams of carbs. Raisins and dates, respectively, for one small 1.5-ounce serving. Orange juice. Sure, it's natural and overflowing with vitamin C, but it's loaded with sugar and totally void of any nutrients like fiber or protein to help slow the sugar spike. An average glass packs 36 grams of sugar, or about what you get from popping 4 crispy creamy glazed donuts into a blender and heating freight. What's more, most of the sweetness in juice comes from fructose, a type of sugar associated with the development of belly fat. Fat-free frozen yogurt. Frozen yogurt seems like the healthier alternative to ice cream, especially without all the fat. But when you remove the fat, you add more sugar for taste. And Shani says, this is an easy way to raise blood sugar. Not to mention getting froyo at a yogurt shop usually means you'll be adding tons of sugar toppings like candy and syrup fruit. Mac and cheese. Macaroni and cheese is usually made with white flour and highly refined noodles, mixed with high-fat milk and cheese. And Shani says, this combination of refined carbs and saturated fat will lead to inflammation in the body and brain. Macaroni and cheese also has a high glycemic load. Sweetened breakfast cereals. Breakfast cereals are some of the most commonly consumed processed foods that are high in added sugars. In fact, most of the list sugar as the second or third ingredients. Starting the day with a high-sugar breakfast cereal will spike your blood sugar and insulin levels. Excess consumption of sugar may also increase your risk of obesity, as well as heart disease and cancer. Foods with trans fats are high amounts of saturated fats, unlike unsaturated fats, which help reduce the risk of heart diseases and lower cholesterol levels. The trans fats and saturated fats have no known benefit to human health. They also increase low-density lipoprotein cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, and decrease high-density lipoprotein cholesterol, the good cholesterol. Common foods that contain trans fats and saturated fats include cakes, pies, donuts, and cookies, especially when they have frosting, crackers and potato chips, fried fast foods, and frozen pizza. Full-fat dairy products. Full-fat dairy products primarily contain saturated fat, the bad fat, which increase the risk of heart disease, as well because higher fat foods naturally contain more calories. Full-fat dairy products may contribute to an increased risk of obesity. Replace full-fat dairy products with low-fat or non-fat dairy products and non-dairy milks, for example, almond or soy milk. When choosing low-fat products, always be on the lookout for other unhealthy ingredients that may have been added to replace the fat, such as sugar or saturated fats. Soda. You may already know that soda is not the best bet for diabetics, but you may not realize just how damaging the beverage can be. Within the first 10 minutes of drinking a soda, about 10 teaspoons of sugar hit the system. It's rapidly absorbed and signal an insulin release, which is a problem for people with diabetes since they have insulin resistance.